Okay, so here we go. We actually should finish up notes between today and tomorrow. So tomorrow's not a whole lot of notes. Today is the majority of them, but we've already done a significant chunk of the notes for this chapter.
15 slides.
Okay. One is the introduction slide. Then 5 verb teas. So, and then there are some that just have 1 or 2 phrases on them. So, okay. So we're gonna go over a bunch of random types of things today. Okay?
Sounds good.
Sure. Danke, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll start with our verb teas. Everybody try that one. Namen.
Name
Any clue what it means, and it doesn't mean to name.
it. To call, maybe?
Oh. It is not separable. To take. To ta. To take.
But not to take with, but just to take.
Do you know how to say with?
With, mit.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
So mitnehmen is to take with.
Wow.
That's separable.
I am making some connections.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Good job.
Now, this is an irregular verb. So what's step 1?
Oklahoma, okay.
Oklahoma, okay. Alright, so how do you conjugate it for ich?
Name it.
Nema. Everybody, nema.
Name it.
Now going down the right side. Wir.
Name
Ihr.
Name it.
And sehen Sie? Good. Remember when you thought that was really hard?
This is hard.
That was
Yeah,
difficult.
you got me, haha.
Alright. Now the do and the as, the s forms change pretty drastically. Okay, so I'm not even going to have you guess at it. Okay. You might have been able to guess that it changes to an I,
Yeah,
but I don't think you would have guessed
You.
that the H changes to an M.
I did not.
It's nimst, isn't it?
It is nimst.
Oh. I knew that.
Okay, so everybody try that. Nimst.
Nimst.
What's as, the s going to be then?
Nimmt.
Nimmt. So they change the same way. It's just a very irregular verb.
It's weird.
An E for an I, an H for an I. Just why not make it harder?
Are all the verbs today irregular?
No.
More to it. The fact that you should think about means that most of the
Alright, there we go. There we
I've
go.
seen this one. Is that to write?
It is. Yeah, sure. Everybody try that one. Schreiben.
Schreiben.
Kind of looks a little bit like scribe. And scribes
That's
write
how
things
I know.
down. So,
Yeah.
Yep.
What picture?
two right. This is a nice normal verb.
Oh. Schreiben.
Not schreibe, that's actually past tense.
Try that.
Schreibe. Yeah, if you flip-flop the I and the E, you're actually switching it to the past tense. Alright, so everybody try that one again. Schreibe.
Schreibe.
What's do going to be?
Schreiben.
Schreibst.
Oh yeah, that's what I thought you said weird. Weird.
Right.
As yes, man?
Schreiben.
Schreibt. Wir.
Schreiben.
Schreiben. Ihr. Schreibt. Und sehen Sie. Schreiben. Alright. Moving on. Next one. Everybody try that one. Brauchen.
Brauchen.
Anybody know that one?
Sounds like Frau.
Probably some to speak of some sort.
No.
Something for I've heard it before. Break.
Break is a good guess. That's brechen. It means to need. Like, ich brauche das. I need that. Like that kind of. It's a nice normal verb. This was the one I was thinking of when you asked the question about irregular verbs. Alright, so ich what?
Brauchen.
Brauche.
Brauche. Du
Brauchst.
brauchst. Er, sie, es, man. Braucht. Wir brauchen. Ihr braucht. And everybody, what's Z and Z? Oh, that wasn't everybody. There's like 4 of you. Try it again. Brauchen.
Brauchen. Brauchen.
There we go. Next one.
Question.
It's a verb.
2 questions.
To question. Or to ask.
Fragen.
So this one you've heard over and over and over and over and over again.
Is it regular question? Or is it normal?
This is normal.
Fragen.
Okay. So when I ask you that after the end of notes or whatever, I'm asking you that as a capitalized word. So I'm asking you questions, not like to question. Okay. So normal verb. So ich what?
Frage.
Frage. Du?
Frogs.
Er, sie, es, man? Fragt.
No.
Wir? Fragen. Ihr? Fragt. Und sehen Sie? Fragen. Alright, one more verb to go. Verstehen. Ever try that one? Verstehen. Any guesses? You have seen it before. Fernsehen is to watch TV. If you look at number 9 on the Kommunikation im Unterricht poster, I think it's that one. Ich verstehe nicht.
I don't blank.
I don't. Okay.
No. I don't see. Understand?
Understand. Another nice normal verb.
Really? It's not separable?
Nope. You can't separate the VER.
Oh.
VER is a prefix that you can have on a verb and it regularly changes the meaning of the word. Have we talked about this at all? No? Alright, so just going to give you this little bit of info and then we'll move on. Okay, so what is the verb schlafen?
To sleep.
To sleep. Yep. So you can add little prefixes to it to change the meaning slightly of the verb. So einschlafen is to fall asleep. Verschlafen is to oversleep. The VER usually means you've done something wrong. Okay? Or ausschlafen, you've slept well. Usually you get to sleep in that instant. Okay? So it can change the meaning a little bit like that. Or schießen is to shoot. So erschießen, if you add the ER to something, it means you can sometimes mean that you've made it deadly. So schießen just means to shoot. Erschießen means you shot and killed. Verschießen means you shot and missed. So you did it wrong. Okay, so you can have little endings or little prefixes on that can change the meaning slightly from what the original was. It doesn't always work that way, but sometimes it does. Okay, so verstehen was a nice normal verb. Looks like most of you already wrote it down. Anyway, so ich what?
Verstehe.
Verstehe. Du?
Verstehst.
Ja. Er, sie, es, man?
Versteht. Versteht.
Versteht, ja. Wir?
Verstehen.
Verstehen. Yeah, the first part is fair, like state fair. Ihr?
Versteht.
Versteht. And sehen Sie? Verstehen. Good. Alright. Now back to regular notes. Deshalb is a word that they use over and over and over in this chapter. Okay, so you definitely need to learn this one. Okay. So everybody try it. Deshalb. Oh, come on. Deshalb. Okay, so when you pronounce it, it's not de-schalb. The SH has to have that C in the middle in order for it to be a sh sound. Okay, so you're actually combining things at des and then halb. Okay. Deshalb means therefore. Okay. Usually you'll have a beginning part of the sentence, so like, I like, Switzerland. Therefore, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So, usually you'll have something before it, so that's why I didn't capitalize the deshalb when you get to your word order. But it counts. Say again.
You'll have, what will you have before it? Like you say.
You'll have like a precursor to it. So, like, I have a test tomorrow, therefore
So you have
I
a
need to
modal-
study.
You almost have a modal verb, or like oh.
Just a whole concept. So, I like to read, therefore I buy books. I like to travel, therefore I have frequent flyer miles. You know, I mean, could be anything really in front of it. Okay. But you'll frequently have the first part of the sentence, and then you'll have a comma, and then deshalb. So therefore, but the part that's tricky is that the therefore counts as one of the things in your sentence, and your verb still goes second. In English, we would say, therefore I, blah, blah, blah. In German, you're still going to have your verb second. So therefore, buy I books, or whatever. Okay. So make sure that you have your verb second. So you're conjugating that one. Okay. So you'll say, therefore, then conjugate your verb. Then you have your main subject, and the line at the end is for anything else. You may not have anything in there. Kind of depends on your sentence. Or you may have a bunch of things there. Okay. But anything else that you need goes there. Okay, so, for example, I like Germany, therefore I learn German. How would you say I like Germany?
Ich mag.
Ich mag. There's no E in that one, it's a goofy, it's a modal. Ich mag
Deutsch,
Deutschland,
Comma.
Komma,
Deshalb.
deshalb.
Ich
Oh, watch your word order.
Lerne Deutsch.
Check your word order.
Deshalb.
Okay, shh, stop talking. And look at the notes that you just wrote down. Look at your word order notes. For all of you who said deshalb ich, you weren't paying attention.
deshalb lerne.
Deshalb lerne ich.
Deutsch.
There you go. There we go, moving on. Alright, so we talked a little bit about this yesterday. Okay. Do you remember what man means? One. So this is the word that they use for one, as in someone, like anyone. But it's in general. Okay. In English, what we tend to use, or in English, you use the word you. Okay? So you can drive at 16. It doesn't mean, just, if I'm talking to Will, it doesn't mean just Will can drive at 16. Okay? It's you in general. Okay? So in English, we use the word you instead. Okay? Now you don't need to know this for the test, but do know that there is a difference between that man and der capitalized two N's man. So the capitalized one is the one that means man. And people get this mixed up all the time. Okay? Alright. The big thing to remember is when you conjugate it like it is RZS. So we practice that every time we do verb T's. Okay, so how to conjugate it for RZS man, RZS man, RZS man. So man's already kind of ingrained into your head. So hopefully that'll help you remember it.
Yeah.
Okay? So, if we were going to say one, or in English we would say you can drive at 18 in Germany. How would you start it off? Man. Kann. Good.
Oh, what's drive?
Fahren is to drive, yeah, but what happens to that other one? Because we conjugated können already. Okay, so it stays fahren. Where does it go?
At the end.
At the end. Yep. Okay. So I'll tell you, at 18, they actually say with 18. So it's like saying with 18 years. So, wie sagt man 18?
18.
18. Good. Okay, so man kann mit 18. Not auf. That would mean on top of. Don't overthink. In Deutschland. And then what do we need at the end?
Fahren.
Fahren. There you go. Okay. So man kann mit 18 in Deutschland fahren. Let's see. Oh, a couple before that. Okay. So Mitch, you've seen What does mit mean?
With.
With. Okay. They're going to be doing a lot with mit and the word below it in this chapter. Try the next one. Ohne.
Ohne.
Ohne means without. So it's not like mit aus or something like that. It's just ohne. Okay. So see those two come up over and over and over again. All right. Try the next one. Viel Spaß haben.
Viel Spaß haben.
Any idea? So the haben is to have. Yeah?
I got Spaß.
We don't
I
learn.
want to say it's
Viel means a lot.
have a lot of fun.
There you go. So ich habe viel Spaß. So we would say very fun. Something is very fun, or we have a lot of fun. Okay? So the have a lot of fun makes sense in German. It's an easy translation. Okay? But in German they don't say that something is fun, because in English we use it as an adjective. In German it's only a noun. Okay? So they say that something makes the fun. It creates the fun. Okay? So usually you don't say that a person is fun. Okay? You would say that, like basketball is fun or whatever. Okay? So viel Spaß machen is to be a lot of fun. Okay? So you could say Deutsch macht viel Spaß. Basketball macht viel Spaß. Essen macht viel Spaß. Eating's a lot of fun. Yeah. Try the one at the bottom. Was ist los? Alright. Loose translation means
What is that?
No. I spell it.
what is wrong.
Oh.
Okay, so los geht's means like let's get going, that kind of a thing. So was ist los still uses los, but it changes meaning. So what is wrong? Alright, now transportation stuff. Try the first one, der Bus. Oh, come on, der Bus.
Der Bus.
Alright, what's that?
Bus.
Yeah. Okay. Now, in German, to say you travel by bus, you actually say with the bus. Okay, so try that. Mit dem Bus.
Is dem Bus.
Okay. So that'd be the same as saying, I'm going on the bus. Okay. If you translate it literally to say, I ride on the bus, and you translated the word on, then you would be physically on top of the roof of the bus. Okay, so you travel with the bus. You go with it. Okay. Try the next one. Die U-Bahn.
Die U-Bahn.
Any idea what that one is?
Nein.
Taxi.
Taxi is taxi. It's not one of our words, but this is a subway.
Oh, dang. As soon as I typed in die U-Bahn, it came up with the emoji.
Came up with an emoji?
Like, when you type it in, and then in the suggested box, like,
Oh.
so.
Alright. Yeah, so you can live your entire life in Germany just with mass transit. So U-Bahn is one of the most popular ways. Okay? U-Bahn is in the bigger cities only. So it's not there's not an U-Bahn in the town we do the exchange with, for example. Okay? But you can still get around in smaller towns with mass transit. Okay? Okay? So die U-Bahn. So this time instead of mit dem, it's mit der. Okay, you don't want to know why yet. I promise you that. Just memorize it. That it's der. Okay? So try that one. Mit der U-Bahn.
Mit der U-Bahn.
Okay, so that'd be the same thing. It's like saying you travel on the subway. Okay, so you don't want to travel on top of the subway train. That's a bad idea. Okay, so you say mit. Okay, try the next one. Das Auto.
Auto.
That one should be obvious, yes?
Car.
Car. They also call it der Wagen, but Auto is a good way to start. So mit dem Auto. Everybody try that. Mit dem Auto.
Dem Auto.
What's that?
With the car.
Yeah, literally with a car. So by car. All right. Next one. You've seen this one before. Try that one. Das Fahrrad. Oh, come on. Das Fahrrad. What is it? Bike. Okay. So what does mit dem Fahrrad mean? By bike. Alright. Next one's a little bit different. Try that one. Zu Fuß.
Hey, hold on.
Hmm?
I know.
Rollerblades are the same. Roller skates. Anybody know what Fuß means?
No, I don't.
Foot. Sehr schön. So zu Fuß is on foot or by foot. Yep, you're walking. You know the next one?
Airplane.
Richtig. Good. Alright, try that one. Das Flugzeug.
Das Flugzeug.
Okay. Literally, it is a flight tool. Okay, we talked about that when we talked about the Flugzeuge basteln. Remember that? So we've already seen that word. Okay. Okay. So mit dem Flugzeug.
Biplane.
By.
Or biplane.
Different spelling.
Der Zug.
Alright, try that last one. Der Zug.
Der Zug.
Oh, come on. Der Zug.
Der Zug.
Yeah, it does mean train. Okay. So mit dem Zug is then by train. If you ever go to Europe, travel by train.
It's fun.
That's a totally different experience than
Well,
you get here, I would
I
expect.
take that back. It's fun until it breaks down in the middle of nowhere and it's 110 degrees.
I've never had that happen.
I had it happen and oh my gosh.
So travel by train, but don't go with Jimmy.
That was rough. And then our train was like 2 hours.
Alright.
It's been delayed by 2 days because of
Alright, try the next one. Die Geschwister.
Die Geschwister.
This is the word for siblings.
Ew.
That looks like a lot.
I'll play the recording for you. You have twin sisters, right, Jimmy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Twin sisters.
just say his full name. You have a twin sister.
Well, I only met one of the sisters.
Which one?
I don't know. Who was with us at the restaurant?
Oh, that was Lily.
Yeah, then I met Lily. Alright, next one. Try kaputt.
Kaput.
What's that mean?
I don't know.
We sometimes use that in English. Oh, it's
Staple.
kaputt. It's broken.
Haha.
Didn't I play you that mein Auto is kaputt thing yet?
No.
Nice.
Duly
They
noted.
said that in the
Treffpunkt Berlin.
Cool.
Alright, next one's super hard. Try that one. Die E-Mail.
The email.
Yeah.
Phone call.
It's like a wild guess. I don't know.
It's writing a letter. It's addressing it.
No, it's by Dove.
By Dove.
JSM.
Owl Post.
Samsung.
Alright, try the next one. DSMS.
DSMS.
Try it again. SMS.
SMS.
Okay. This is a text. They actually have a verb for it to text, which is just Simson.
They have
It's
a
based
verb
on it.
dedicated to text.
So do we.
Oh.
You do?
Yes.
To text. You just said they have a verb dedicated to text. Ah. That's Jimmy Oss right there, Lily. Okay. Next one. Zu Hause. At home.
It would be fun someday, like at the end of the year, just to go through and listen to these, just share like our background conversations.
Well, they'll be up there. I never take the videos down. I just unlink them from year to year. Alright, and the next one. Try it. Ein bisschen. A little. Like a small amount of something. All right, last slide. Boom. Try the first one. Align.
Align.
Alien.
I knew someone was going to guess that. Alone.
A lion?
Alone.
Align.
Oh.
Line.
I wouldn't actually take it seriously. I might have guessed that, but
Pronounce like that. Align.
Line. Lead.
How do you say the next one?
Lead.
Das Lied. Good. Everyone try it. Das Lied.
Das Lied.
Doesn't mean like confused or
It's a rope person.
no.
I heard some people were actually saying Lederhosen instead of Lederhosen, so there were song pants instead of.
Jimmy, your fly's
pants.
back again. It's on the
Alright,
red band.
we're almost done. There we go. The next one I find absolutely hysterical, but it comes up over and over in this chapter, and I've never had to teach this word before. Okay, try that one. Der Amische.
Is that Amish?
It sure is.
What?
Because why wouldn't you teach the word for Amish
Is Amish in
I feel so
in the
bad for
first,
people.
few months of German 1?
I mean, that's just the way they live, but like, I don't know. I just
They
like
feel bad for you, so it's all equal.
Oh, that's
I feel
wrong.
like they're missing something. I don't know.
Oh
Technology,
They like it simple.
which is why they're in this chapter. I mean, there's talk of, like SMS and email and, airplanes and cars and all that stuff. All right, next one. Try it. Der Stift.
There's Stift. That's a pencil.
It's a writing utensil of some sort. Yep.
Good job, Wesley.
Yes.
And the last two you've also seen. So sein or seiner.
To be.
Not in this case.
To be or not.
It is not to be.
Or not to be. That is the question. Is that tricky?
What's the other word for sein? What's the other meaning?
Yours.
Nope.
No.
Closer though.
Possessive.
Closer. His, yes, good. It is a possessive. It means his.
The other one is hers.
Okay. And the last one, ihr or ihre.
Not
That's
she.
hers.
Hers.
Her.
Her.
Yep.
Her.
We'll put hers so you don't get confused with just regular her. Can also mean theirs. But in this chapter, they're focusing on the hers. Okay. Gut, Fragen?
Nine.
9.
Schön.